Hello and welcome to Shameful Dirty G and RogDog09's reviews. This shit review is going to be on Operation Flashpoint Red River. How would you like to play a game which is good in some ways, but also full of a load of shit in others? Welcome. This is Staff Sergeant Knox. He likes to swear at you a lot in a car while you're driving along.
Really demoralises you as well, because he's a dick.
And he will swear a lot at you, but that doesn't really matter. I don't care about the swear, and some people do. What I care about is the amazing car journeys that we have to take with him to hear it all, instead of just cutting straight to the action.
Can be 6 minutes long.
Yeah, but you'll see that in a minute. Now, this is the
We haven't recorded all 6 minutes, by the way, of the actual recording.
No.
This is the first mission. As,
Yeah.
actually, well, this is the thing. This is the first mission when you start the game.
This is where you basically go and learn how to shoot a little bit and everything like that. And so I've already played this game, and I was just going to show you what the beginning is. And you can run, you can do all the things. It's like, if you imagine the beginning of Modern Warfare 2.
You can't do all the things.
No. In Modern Warfare 2, you're in a... Yeah, you can't jump. You're in a base, and you just, like, shoot off a few rounds and stuff like this. And there you go, I'm shooting in, and then I change the selector lever, and if you kneel down, you can shoot a little bit more accurately. It's not really that overawing, you know, it's like, woo, look at this.
Yeah, wow.
It's,
I can shoot things with my gun!
and then he starts swearing at you, do you fucking know what a selector lever is? And shit like that.
Yeah,
it's
you're
like,
well, fucking no.
No,
You just turn the game on. You know, fucking, Jesus, this is meant to be the tutorial part of it. You know,
Yeah.
teach me. Or
And,
tutor me.
yeah, and then he's like,
tutorial.
and so, yeah, I throw up a grenade launcher at the round. Yeah, that's all cool. But this bit, I mean, you start the game, you don't think it's too bad. You think that's all right. I mean, it's not as graphically good as Modern Warfare 2. Remember, though, they've got to create far bigger draw distances. Modern Warfare 2, you've got smaller locations. This is all.
Well,
you
yeah,
can go run about.
everything's map based, and
yeah.
this is pretty much got no loading times.
Yeah. Right, now we're getting attacked. See? And he's having a little nice burp. He's having a moan about it. So now we get in the car thinking, right, we've done the tutorial. We're going to get into some action now.
Yeah, it's like,
Some
whoa,
fucking
bring
action.
it on.
So now we've got to wait for the cars to turn up. Don't stand in front of the cars, mind you. 'Cause
They will run you over.
They'll fucking... They don't give a fuck if you're stood in
Yep.
front of them. There's no AI that says, oh, there's a friendly soldier there. No.
Just run him over.
They will run you over and they will kill you. I've played with squad mates. I've had 2 die in a row while you're in the middle of a game because our friendly
Wasn't
AI
in a
have just
row.
run.
There was a mission in between.
No, I was playing with another fucking game with some people when I first started playing, and they got run over. 2 in a row. Crushed their heads, and it's just like, at the time it's funny, but if you're in the middle of a hardcore mission where you get no respawns and the fucking AI run you over, you're gonna be well fucked up. Anyway, this is Knox's start of one of Knox's many rants in the back of a car. He'll start swearing.
Get used to this view, because you will see it a fucking lot.
Yeah, and it's not the type of view that you probably want to be seeing. that
No,
often.
it's you view it way too often, and you do kind of sit there and think, you know, just hurry the fuck up.
Yeah.
It does put you off, and this is the first. Bear in mind, this is the first mission, so it doesn't really draw you in like
No.
it should. You are sitting there thinking, well, you know, can I be asked? You know, I've got Crisis 2 and other games to play. I could put those on instead.
So I've flipped it, fast forward it, so you're getting out of the car. But so to begin with, so you've just done a little bit of shooting at a range. You haven't even encountered anyone yet. This is the first encounter here. Now this isn't a very long encounter. In fact, it's quite short. I mean, you'll get to see. I mean, you've just spent that car ride is about 5 minutes long, isn't it?
About
Which
5 minutes.
In game terms, just sitting there.
Yeah, it's
Watching
fucking dull.
Watching a staff sergeant telling you about IEDs and telling you about people on mobile phones who might be calling in strikes on you.
None of which are in this fucking game. There's a trigger event that you'll see coming a little bit later, where a vehicle comes across an IED, but you don't come across any IEDs.
No, you don't know.
And you sure as shit don't come across any fucking people with mobile phones or any civilians for that.
And look, I can't get over that small fucking wall. There's a little... Look at that. I can't get over the wall. I've got to go up these stairs. I mean, some walls you can jump over, some you can't. I'll come to that later, but that's just like... I remember when I first played, I thought, why can't I get up this fucking wall? That's a tiny dip. So this is my first bit of combat here. I've just engaged some basic... insurgents.
Yeah,
and
Tajikistanis.
this is me healing. Look how shit that is.
Yep.
I'm going to hold a bag up in front of me and watch myself get healed.
Well, don't you know that's how the doctors work?
Yeah.
Well, I've been at the hospital many times. They've just walked up to me, held a bag, and I've been like, well, I'm fine now. I'm going to walk on out.
That's just the biggest, because the first Dragon Rising had you hold a bag up in front of you, and you heal. You thought after what was it, 2007? It's about 3 years since that, is it?
No, it's only about
It's about 2 years maybe.
That was 2009. That came out.
Yeah.
2007.
Yeah, about 2 years. So about 2 years then in that case. You'd have thought that they'd put a little animation in
Yeah.
for fucking healing yourself.
Just even putting the bag down at the bottom and sort of maybe a little bit bobbing up and down, sort of, a little bit of a sort of looks like it's moving. You don't actually have to have him see him unfold or anything, but it just
And by the way, that was the first combat engagement there. Now you wait for the cars again, and then you'll go in and have another lecture from Staff Sergeant Knox. And the next car journey is about 3 minutes long, so it's not as long, but it's still for your first mission. You're like, what the fuck? But yeah, anyway, also with a healing point, you can heal all your damage totally. This is like a kind of realism war sim, and the first one you couldn't do that. You could heal yourself, but if you got shot on the leg, you'd still be
or shot in the arm, you'd be your accuracy would be less.
But this, you can heal everything, which for what I don't know what the game's trying to make, because it's not realistic,
And it's not
but
you can't run and gun.
It's not run and gun, so it's kind of, where is it? I don't know. I'm not saying the game's not fun. Me and the dog, we critique these games. We do enjoy them, but we do like
most of them.
but we do like to moan about the things that they've got wrong.
Yeah,
and
this stuff should have been better. Yeah, we've got to wait for the other units to get in, and in fact Knox is coming up, who also speaks with 2 different voices.
Yeah, when he says he's in, his voice is a bit different. And now he's going to give you another lecture again. Now, if you've just turned, I tried to let my little brother play this game. He's and he just couldn't. He weren't interested in it because of Knox's constant ranting and I'm just going to sit in a car. That's the ID we were talking about earlier on, because I've fast forwarded it again. And this is where another person's car gets blown up. Then you've got to defend while the staff sergeant takes a look at the wreckage.
Which he doesn't.
He doesn't really look at the wreckage. I think he has a kind of sits in the middle in a minute, but he isn't. He says, secure a perimeter while I have a look at the wreckage. But I'm just going to sit in the back of the car, motherfucker.
Because I can see it from here. Yeah, the car's pretty fucked.
That's like, but there aren't any bodies. I mean, what the fuck? So, anyway, you tell your men to defend the objective, and you've got radius menus, so you can tell your troops what to do. But they're useless, aren't they, Rugby?
Yes, the friendly... this is again, 2011. Why have no game company managed to sort out competent, friendly AI? We have problems in fucking every game that I've ever played with fucking friendly AI. They even get in your fucking way. They don't fucking fire. They just... they just stand there. If you can give them orders, they just stand there. Well, not every game actually. There are some games where you've got Rainbow Six.
This one they stand there.
Yeah, they kind of just stand. It's just like.
When I came around before we did the review, he was playing this, and he had a PLA Chinese geezer go around the back and shoot all his men because they just weren't doing anything. They didn't give a shit.
Yeah, because I got shot in the back. I was like, what the fuck? Turned around, saw the guy, shot the guy, but he'd killed 2 of my men. Yeah, that one PLA guy killed 2 of my men because they were too stupid to fucking do anything.
And that was another car journey. Stopped short there. And that's another long car journey. These aren't short car journeys where you just like quickly go. No, you've got to sit there and watch. And then at other points, you'll have to run back to the cars. Instead of them driving to you, you have to run about 800 meters sometimes back to cars, and you just sat there for about 2 minutes, just running to a car.
Yeah.
What's the point? This is me trying to take my own initiative and go, but it was telling me off at that point that I can't leave the area because I haven't been allowed to go over there. You haven't been told! Even though in a minute he tells me to go over there.
Yeah, the very second you actually get back up there.
Get back up the hill, you can go. And this is that healing just bugs me off. So anyway, and sometimes you give your team suppressing fire orders, and they just don't suppress.
They do not fire.
And that's to try and cover you while you advance.
Yeah.
They don't. Sometimes you get the odd pop off of a fucking bullet, and it's just like, well, fucking pour lead into it. You heavy machine gun.
You could use the excuse that this is designed for Xbox Live Play or PSN. Sorry, PSN play.
Yeah, when we do this review, the PSN network
was down. You could argue this they've done it, to encourage more people to play it, but you still need that competent AI in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's when it's four people there, you feel a lot more confident.
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, if they're competent, but that's not. Do a friends only. You can choose to have a friends only join you as opposed to public. Because I've played with public, and sometimes people they don't have a clue. But that's not the game designer's fault. That's people being clueless.
People being fucking morons.
This is me playing a game against the PLA instead of insurgents. Because later on they come and join the party, and they take a few more shots sometimes because they got body armor. I found to begin with. And I'm playing this game, and the point of this is I've got to take a little tower at the end of this little villagey town thing, and it won't let me take it, which you'll see in a minute. I'll moan about it in a minute. And it's a glitch which I've seen on some forums. People have moaned about. You take objectives and you do things, and the game won't progress. And the only way to get past it is if you totally restart the mission from scratch. And that's not acceptable if you're playing on a hardcore level and you've really worked at it.
Yeah.
And then the fucking game won't progress and you've got to start it all over again. Codemasters sort that fucking shit out, because that is really bad if you're playing on hardcore.
To me, it does feel a little rushed. It feels like I mean, this is one of the games they could have held back for at least about one more month just to sort out these glitches,
And I can't get over this wall here. Some walls you can vault over. This wall I can't. Look, I'm trying to vault over. I can't vault over this wall. I go down and say, can I vault over it there? No, I can't. But let's go back over this wall over here. Oh, I can vault over that one.
Yeah. Well, your hardcore US Marine training, they don't get trained to vault over certain objects. Same as they don't get trained to jump either.
Yeah.
That's why they're always running.
This is me cut. I've cleared the tower, and the game won't progress anymore. And I'm looking on the map. Look, there's a red splotch there. So I start killing people who are wounded, thinking that'll progress it. It won't. Later on, I figured out what I had to do, restart it again.
Well, I joined you when you were still trying to get past this mission.
Yeah.
And we got through it, didn't we?
Yeah.
We completed it.
Yeah. So anyway, we're coming near to the end of this review. It's fun to play in a way. But I think it's not going to last long because there aren't any multiplayer.
Well, there is. There's I mean, I'm going to keep it, for quite a while, because I do enjoy this sort of game, and I do enjoy playing cooperative with people. And there aren't enough games that let you play cooperative.
But
that fucks me off.
The fact is, I think they withheld multiplayer because in the first Dragon Rising,
it was shit.
You couldn't get multiplayer. It was utter shit, and I think that's why they stopped it, because I don't think that
it was glitchy as hell.
Anyway,
I mean,
this is going to end.
That is, isn't it? Well, we've got to go. Well, we discussed it, and the overall score was sort of 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah. So it shits, but in some ways it's all right.
It's an average game, basically. Don't get your hopes too high, but don't discount it as an overall game. It is still fun.
All the best. Bye bye.